That's not the point. What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with another video. I hope you are enjoying your week. I know I'm having an okay week. Please start this video off by clicking the like button and share this video to Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or wherever you choose to share our video. If you're watching your phone, you can always send this video via text to someone and tell them to get into this video. Yesterday or last night, I put up a video discussing Basketball Wives. I watched the first 2 episodes. I watched the first one last week, but I didn't get around to doing the video. But I did a video for Basketball Wives, and I want y'all to check it out and watch it if you missed that video. And as we already see, Tammy is stirring the pot with Evelyn and Jackie, and with you know, she's just doing a little bit too much. And they all too old for this stuff. And Jackie just don't know which way to go. But Jackie, you're looking like a fool because a couple months ago.
Wait.
Yes,
looking like a fool now. For the first time,
no.
or this is nothing new.
Nothing new. She's just easily influenced to think that someone is against her. If somebody tells you someone is against you, she don't know which way to go.
She's
who to
naive.
believe. Yeah, and it's just so stupid. And then she's really looking bad because you just had a grandson that got burnt up, and
last season, right?
Yeah, and she's so excited about this new grandchild, and she hasn't even made any references to the grandson that got burnt until when she came to confront Evelyn about her giving her daughter $3,000 on the GoFundMe page, because that's all she was asking. So she's thinking like, what do you think, saying that I'm not a good mother and all of this stuff, just listening to what other people say. Then Tammy talking about, yeah, Evelyn was on your page talking about she's a bad mother. I mean, she was just doing too much. It's just, and all these new girls, and they got this new drama. Make sure y'all watch that video if y'all didn't watch it. I just want to say, if you guys did not watch the Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks, starring Oprah Winfrey, it came on HBO on Saturday night. It was not really a film on Henrietta Lacks. It was based on what happened with the family after Henrietta Lacks passed away, which was still good, and something that I think that the city of Baltimore, Johns Hopkins Hospital, they all owe their family some money. They done made so many discoveries and things like that using the genes of Henrietta Lacks, and the family gets no money. I just think that's ridiculous. And it's 2017, and they've been using her cells for well over 60 years. It's time for that family to be compensated, and not just with a book. We talking about the medical doctors. All of those doctors make money discovering vaccines and making all kinds of medicines using her cells. It's just not right. So if y'all didn't watch that movie, check it out. It's a really, really good film. And you see what happens with Henrietta Lacks' daughter, who is the role Oprah plays, and the reporter, and the things that she discovered and told the family. Is really, really good. And I did not get a chance to finish watching the rest of Fix My Life, but that is something that I definitely want to talk about. With Neffy and Solo. Did you watch the first 2? Did you?
Yes.
Because I
watched them back. I binge watched that.
I watched the first episode, and then I had forgot about it Saturday night, so I was only able to see from like 9:30 to 10 o'clock. So I missed the whole gutter snipe thing.
See, this is one of the reasons why I kind of don't. I'm learning. This is one of the reasons why I don't watch them when they first air, because then I get to watch them back to back, and that's what I did. And it's funny because the gutter snipe happened on part 2, but she didn't actually say it to Neffy's face.
Oh.
Neffy had already walked away, and she was saying it to the husband.
Yeah.
She is a
nasty, vile gutter snipe.
But she had called Neffy a bitch.
Yes, I did.
That's why Neffy walked away.
That's when I turned.
And when she walked away, this is when. But it was. Do you want to talk about it? Okay, yeah. It was so good. Yes. It really was good. You kind of discovered that it was like Neffy had a lot of issues going on with her. The husband had a lot of stuff going on with him too.
Both of
but
them.
it broke your heart with him because you're just like, oh my God.
And he was willing to be vulnerable with Iyanla.
And he really wanted to work things out. He really wanted to know he really wanted to just be there for Neffy, but he also wanted her to be there for him, you know, because he had been carrying the weight for so
For a long time.
You know, it was just like not, and then when he explained the whole situation with him and his sister being molested by this couple when they were younger, it just was like, oh man, like, and he just was like, you know, there was nobody there for us, so I had to protect the both of us, and he's been in that mindset for all these years, and it's just like, oh, but Neffy is just, she really was just like
a piece of work.
She's a piece of work.
And she thinks that Solo is supposed to do everything for her. And when Iyanla was talking to her, Iyanla had to keep telling you, for you. He does this for you or for your kids. She just cannot grasp that she is not really doing anything, and she learned how to be the way she is from being on the streets. And you would think that she would want to change. She still don't want to change. The main thing he kept telling her is, I hate when you drink. When you drink, you are a completely different person. Mm-hmm. And she just could not understand that, didn't want to understand that I could drink whenever the fuck I want to. I'm grown. I could do this. I could do that. It was just sad to watch. But then again, we already know this is how she's like, because we've already seen Frankie and Neffy, Keisha Cole the way it is. Mm-hmm. We've seen how that family is. But I never really paid any attention to Solo. Never paid no attention to him, and I felt really, really horrible for him because of what he went through growing up, and then him wanting to be with a pregnant woman who already had kids somewhere else, and he just was like, she reminded me of home. I've never heard nobody say that about a woman. She reminded me of home, and Iyanla was just throwing all the baggage in their face. It was just, and Iyanla was just dropping gems to Neffy, and Neffy just could not grasp it and understand it. So it was bad for her.
Right, she wasn't getting it.
Nothing. And she probably just went on the show because, like, I just want to be back on TV. But it was really good for Solo, but not for Neffy. Neffy was like, I still want to love you. I'll take this makeup off. Do you think that I don't love you? And all this and that. I think she loves him, but I think she loves the things that he do for her. It's not, she doesn't love him the way that he loves her.
Right.
And if once he finally realizes that it's time to go, they said that they're supposed to be getting a divorce and things like that. But this was a good episode of Fix My Life, and it was good to see that a man was willing to be so vulnerable and to talk about him being molested by a couple and how his mom didn't believe him. He just don't want to live. And I'm glad that Iyanla just got him to be that little boy and was like, let me take care of you today. Let me do this. And he had a breakdown, but I was just happy to see that a man was willing to be open and to discuss it. Mm-hmm. And I feel disgusted looking at Neffy just like...
It was all about her.
Yeah.
It was all about her. And, you know, I'm not going to spoil the end, but I think that sometimes people in those particular situations, I feel like sometimes... When you are with somebody like a Neffy who just can't see, sometimes it's best to go your own way because it just brings more pain, and it's like it's no need to keep dwelling on it with this particular person if they not understanding what the fuck's, like, they're just not getting it. Yeah. It's all about her. You know, she likes to be spoiled. It's about me. He don't do that for me no more. And it was like, come on, yo, like, it ain't even about you.
Yeah, and hopefully he finds a woman that'll be willing to take care of him, and he still be able to take care of her. It has to be 50-50. It can't be 90 and 10%. And I think that's what it was with him. And they be like, this man took you and your kids, took care of y'all and everything, and you just ungrateful for everything that he has done for you. And it's to the point where he couldn't even deal with his own issue, to the point where he said, I wake up and I just want to die. I don't want to live no more. And it's just, you shouldn't want to die when you wake up. That shouldn't be your first thought. Right. And that's the situation that he was in. And he needs to get up out of that and take care of himself and then start wanting to take care of other people again. So I hope that they don't get back together. If they're getting a divorce, get that divorce. Get it, because it's not worth being with someone like her. She has to learn on her own. And right now she's not willing to learn and willing to change. So let her be her and you just move on with your life, Solo. And that's it. But shout out to Iyanla. And then on this Saturday, Iyanla is interviewing, well, she's having on one of the members of the Jackson family, and she asked the girl, "Are you just like addicted to being in love with Michael Jackson to the point where you want to be with somebody that's a part of his family?" It gets deep, so I'm definitely going to be watching that.
She's a part of the Jackson family.
She married into the Jackson family because of her love of Michael Jackson. Well, he was doing up married and had his body.
And which one married her? Was it the brother or
one of the nephews? Yeah,
and now look, where'd that get her? Because Michael's where?
Dead. Don't do that. So there was this big controversy over this hair company. Now me and Mikkel, we don't really have hair anymore, and when we do, we just shave it. And I really don't know too much about all the chemicals and all the companies that women use for their hair, but I know that women do not play about their hair. But it was this hair company named Shea Moisture. I've never heard of them, but they have a bunch of products, and most of their products are catered towards black women. So out of the blue, on Monday, they came out with a new campaign. And in this campaign, it started out, you see a mixed girl, and she was talking about her curly hair and why she didn't like some things. And it was basically a commercial about hair hate, about people hating their hair. And then after you see her go on, you see these white women come up, and you see these white women talk about their hair and the things they didn't like and why they dyed it this color and why they want to go back to their natural color and all this and that. Basically, it was just a campaign for natural hair. But what set everybody off is that they like, no, how you start off with a mixed woman and then you have white women and we spend our money for your product and you don't have us nowhere in the commercial. And many women were just, they were going off about that. They were throwing their products in the trash, saying how they would never ever use this product again. And it was the backlash was so big that the company just had to come out and say, yes, we fucked up. This is not what we intended to happen. This is not the way it was supposed to go, and things like that. And what I was thinking to myself, like, what's wrong with a company wanting, people of all different races to use their product? But then I understand, like, the black people, like, we have been loyal to you guys. It's a black-owned company. We've been spending our money with you for years. How dare you put out a commercial about people hating their hair? Because you don't really hear nothing about white people getting upset about their hair and being teased for their hair the way that a black woman will get teased for her hair. If she got what they call it, coarse hair. I don't know all of that stuff. But
go ahead. I'll let you.
You see it more with the black community than within the white community. So I understand, but at first I did not understand. I just like, is this a company trying to reach out? But they're like, no, you don't have how you don't have us in this commercial at all, and we've been holding y'all down for so many years. And what you was about to say?
I was going to say, I don't see too many African American black females getting teased about their hair unless
their kids or something like that.
Not necessarily their kids, but people can be mean when they say, oh, certain girls, you ain't got this long enough hair, so that's why you got to wear a weave or something like that. The young lady in the commercial, it kind of confused me because she had a head full of hair.
Okay.
And to me, it sounded like the only reason why, to me, I maybe I need to rewatch it, but it sounded like to me she was saying that she was getting teased or because of the fact that how it was crinkling or something like that, and she couldn't. And I was just like, "Well, girl, look at all that hair you got in your damn hair. Like, why would you care who's teasing you because your hair is?" Mm-hmm. Yeah, it didn't make sense to me. But listening to you say, you don't hear too many white girls, But I remember there are a lot of white commercials where it's hair care geared toward the white women, where you do see a lot of them with the fuzzy hair and they're complaining about how they're trying to get it straight. So it's like, I don't know. I could understand the argument where a lot of African Americans are like, listen, this product is black owned and we want to kind of keep this for us. It's been going well for us for all these years. Let it keep it. But, I kind of like look at it like, well, why can't, I mean, a lot of them want to be like us anyway. So it ain't like they taking it from us. They just, they seeing that it works for us, and so they want to jump on board. Let them jump on board.
Yeah, I think they should. And then it was like hair for all and everything. Like, basically, that was their campaign. We want everybody to use our product, and the hair hate thing, let's let it go. and use Shea Moisture. And the black people just like, how dare you not have black people? But at the end, you sing all the different races like popping up like the Brady Bunch style on the screen. So I don't know. I don't use this product, and I don't get that upset with the product. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. If I was a woman, maybe I would understand it. I just think that they're trying to branch out and get other people. But for people to make people happy, it should have had some black girls in the commercial along with the white people in the commercial. I don't know. I don't know. We say we want diversity, but then we get upset when you cater towards. I don't know, and I'm gonna shut my mouth because I don't want to make no black woman angry. Y'all help us understand.
Yeah, I mean, I could understand why you would want it to stay, but I just feel like, to me, I feel like there's no white business owner coming and saying we want to buy this. We're just saying, the white women are saying, well, can we use it too? It's like, that's all we want to use. Can we use it too?
And they should be. But
and to be quite honest with you, I'm like, when I watched the commercial the other day, actually yesterday, when I watched it yesterday, I'm watching it and I'm saying to myself, I cannot understand why this beautiful black woman with all of this beautiful hair is complaining because her hair is crinkly or something like that. Like, I can understand, like, now listen, I understand she may not want to keep it crinkly, okay, but I think she was kind of alluding to the fact that she gets teased from that, and I'm like, how are you getting teased when you got all that hair?
Because they're jealous because they don't have that hair.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but other than that, I'm thinking like, but I just feel like, to me, I felt like the script of the commercial was poorly done. They should have had another script.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Like, it should have just been a whole nother script. Because then I started looking at the commercial and I said, well, maybe people were upset because here you have this black girl in the commercial complaining about how she's getting teased, and then these white girls come along in the commercial and are excited about using. So I'm thinking like, well, maybe that's why people are upset, because I couldn't understand, like, if the white lady didn't want to win.
Yeah, because I don't see people getting upset when, like, I don't remember all these hair companies, but think of a top one like VO5 or I don't know, Vidal Sassoon. Do they have black women in commercials? Do white people get upset? I don't know. Because it's a bunch of hair companies, and I know everybody here is different when it comes to different races. Some people hair is straight, some people's not. It's crinkly, it's peasy. I don't want to keep going on and on and on about it. But let's move on. We get cursed out.
No, I don't want to get cursed out.
I don't either.
I just want them to understand. I would explain to us, what the issue is, because I'm thinking like, okay,
they went off, and I mean, they got like thousands of retweets. Different people. I just couldn't believe it.
I don't know. Sometimes it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't even know that the Shea Butter pulled the commercial. I didn't know until you just said it.
Shea Moisture. I never heard of
Shea Moisture. I said Shea Butter.
Just For Me. I've heard of Dark and Lovely. Yeah. I've heard of all of them companies, but never Shea Moisture. But this girl was like, when I'm finished, at first she was about to throw it in the trash, and then she like, no, this shit.
So what is that? Can I just ask you this? So what are black women complaining? Well, not all black women, but what are the black women who are complaining about? What are they saying?
Most people are complaining about the white women being in the commercial, and they're saying that they've been using this product for years. Mm-hmm. How dare you have a commercial and not have any black people in the commercial, and y'all got these two white women in the commercial? Are y'all using white people to sell your product when we've been buying it all along?
I don't think so. Well, first of all, they did have somebody black in the commercial, but I don't think that they're trying to use those two white girls to sell the product, because if the product's been selling for all of these years with no problem, then why do they need to bring these two unknown white girls to sell their product? I don't think that's the case at all. And if Shea Moisture feels as though they need to bring in a new face to sell their product because the consumers who were buying it in the past are not buying it like they used to, then maybe y'all should go out and buy the stuff.
But I mean,
because I'm not understanding.
If you got white people, and clearly they're reaching out to white women, to use this product.
Let me tell you something. I picked up numerous of Ebony and Jet magazines that are catered to the African American community. I have flipped through numerous of pages, and I've come across white faces in those pages. Now, of course, 95% of the faces in those magazines are black faces, but you've come across some white faces in there. You know what I mean? Am I saying that? Are we now saying that when you go to a news stand a white person can't pick up an Ebony magazine because somehow that's racist. I'm just trying to get what's why, if Shea Moisture wants to go to get a larger audience, hell,
can it work?
Prime example. Fucking example. Prime example. Okay, you got some artists out there who started out R&B. Then they crossed over to pop to bring in a larger audience.
All right.
Hello, my girl including.
Don't say her name because
I'm not gonna say her name,
right.
but my girl included. When her group came out years ago, they were R&B. They were catering to us. That's who listened. She went out and ventured on her own. She still was doing the R&B route, but then she realized in order for me to get even bigger, I need to not just cater to one group, I need to cater to everybody. In order for me, and then now look at her. That was the same thing that President Obama said. I can't just cater to the black community simply because I'm black. I need to let everybody know that I am president for all people, not just for black people. Maybe I'm missing something in this story because it don't.
I can't wait to read the comments about the hair.
Well, you let me know.
Oh, I'm sure will. So, how petty can you get? Miss Aretha Franklin.
Oh, Miss Aretha fucking Franklin.
She's not.
If you think I'm nasty, you better try me 5 years from now, and I'll send you a fax so that you know.
Okay,
how nasty I am.
not a phone call,
not
an
an
email,
not a fax, but a fax. Where did you find a fax machine at? What local CVS or Rite Aid did you find that fax machine?
Oh
at?
my God, I don't even know. Staples don't even sell fax machines on my own thing. I don't know, but Aretha Franklin. Clearly, she's not over what was said about her at Whitney Houston's funeral 5 years ago.
Maybe she's been watching our videos
Yes.
and got offended because
She's like,
I don't think there was anything bad said at that funeral about her, other than she ain't here,
No.
and you weren't there,
She ain't here. No.
and you should have been.
He was talking about she was preparing for that night because she was having pains. Whitney Houston was your goddaughter. Or now she's not your goddaughter. She's not goddaughter.
She's not my goddaughter. Hello.
And even Whitney said that you were her godmother.
Somebody call Sissy. She can answer these questions.
Yeah, and
call her right now before something happens to her.
And Sissy had the nerve to say that Aretha was not a godmother.
Didn't Sissy say she wasn't though?
Yeah, but Aretha was upset about that. She said, "I'm gonna let these 5 years go by, and then I'm gonna make noise." Aretha, what you got going on? What new project you got coming out?
No, she's retiring. Remember?
She got something coming out, right?
I don't know, but I thought she was retired. I thought this last project. Oh well, maybe I don't know, but baby,
she had something worse than this Dionne Warwick.
when I saw that, hold on.
And I don't think she never liked me.
And I don't think she... Listen, let me just read exactly what she said for those who don't know. Okay? So the Associated Press reported, the Queen of Soul is coming out swinging against fellow legend Dionne Warwick, accusing her of making up a story that she was Whitney Houston's godmother, even though the alleged offense happened 5 years ago at Houston's funeral. She blatantly lied on me, fully well knowing what she was doing. Franklin called the Associated Press... on Tuesday after sending a lengthy fax the day before to address what she claimed was a libelous statement against her made they keep stressing 5 years ago, at Houston's funeral. At the time, Warwick told funeral goers that Franklin was there and introduced her, but then realized she wasn't in attendance. Ree's not here, but she is here, meaning in spirit, Warwick said, referring to Franklin by nickname. She loved, so 5 years later, Franklin feels this time is now. While the story that Houston was Franklin's goddaughter has been part of her story for decades, Franklin says she first met Houston when Houston was a child, and she was far too busy to be anyone's godmother.
That's a response to Sissy.
Okay? Franklin saw Warwick last week at the Tribeca Film Festival's premiere of mentor Clive Davis' documentary, Clive Davis, The Soundtrack of Our Lives, and she also performed. Franklin said Warwick tried to talk to her backstage. She said, "Give me a hug." I said, "Oh, hell no, you couldn't be serious," Franklin said. I can see her saying it. Yeah. "Oh, hell no, you can't be serious." Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a remake.
Okay. When asked if she wanted an apology from Warwick, she said, "I don't care about her apology. At this point, it isn't about an apology. It's about libel." She added, "We've never been friends, and I don't think that Dionne has ever liked me."
Well, who have you ever liked, Miss Aretha Franklin?
And why would you be mad because somebody called you Whitney Houston's godmother at Whitney Houston's funeral. This is why she's mad. It's not because Dionne Warwick called her Whitney Houston's godmother. It's mad because Dionne Warwick called her name. She wasn't there, and she was embarrassed that people found out that she wasn't there. Because had her name not been called, we probably to this day probably would never know if she was there or not. Because let's be quite honest, we don't really know who all was there.
We sure don't.
You know what I mean? Mariah Carey was there, but I don't think I've ever seen a picture of Mariah Carey there.
No.
But I heard she was there.
Yeah.
I think Michelle even told us she was there, but I've never seen a picture of her there.
Yeah.
So we don't know who was there and who wasn't there.
I know Jaheim couldn't get in.
Yeah, well, you know,
he had on.
and Bobby Brown was in, and then he was out. But let me tell you like this: Aretha Franklin's not mad at the fact that she did it. She's mad at the fact that she's been harboring this. But that's what old women her age do. They sit on stuff and they harbor and let it fester. She didn't want nobody to know that she didn't show up. Dionne Warwick called her name. Yeah. She probably didn't even know that she was going to be on the program because nobody probably called her and said, we're going to put you on the program.
She probably knew she couldn't make it.
Well, she didn't tell the mistress of ceremony she couldn't make it.
Because Dionne did that, and I think she was probably drinking. But, hey,
listen.
She's like, who?
I was there. Now, me, I was not there. Trust me, if I was there, you'd have known if I was there. Okay? Because I'd have told you who was there and who wasn't there and who couldn't get in. I'd have went in there and took my seat and I'd have never got back up. Because you would have never known that I'm in here because I'm going to sit down and not move. Stuff like that, you're not supposed to move, right? You're supposed to sit down, take a seat, and be quiet.
Yeah. But that was a funeral road.
Yes,
and I enjoyed. I sat right in this room and I watched it on CNN. And it was good. It was good. Yep. Shout out to Whitney Houston and that gold 24 karat gold casket.
Shout out to Whitney.
Yeah.
Shout out to her.
You remember when they was bringing her out and Ray J put his hands up and touched her?
What do you mean do I remember? I watched the whole thing.
I know that's
Why would I remember
4 hours long.
Yes, okay. I watched everybody and anybody.
What Alicia Keys sang?
Yes, I do.
She sang.
And you know, but you know what? You know, I defended her. I defended her 5 years ago.
Yeah, you had a funeral.
And I'm gonna defend her 5 years later. You know, she was emotional. And, you know, her voice got to her. You know, I mean, we all know Alicia ain't the best singer. But, you know, at that funeral, she got emotional. And to be honest with you, let's really think about it. You're a singer, you're of the new age, and you are singing at Whitney Houston's homegoing service. Can you imagine that magnitude of pressure? Not singing for Whitney Houston, but you are singing at her homegoing service, something so personal that you probably would have never thought 10 or 12 years earlier that I would even be at Whitney Houston's homegoing service. You know what I mean? So I had to take up for Alicia because I felt like a lot of people did, you know.
Because I felt bad when...
I did. But, you know, she was emotional.
When Mariah sang that Michael thing, you remember
that? Yeah, I remember that. Now, that wasn't emotional. That was just she needs to go sit down. She can't sing no. Huh? No, because she did sound a mess. She did, and then she got up on the stage.
You trying?
And then it doesn't
don't do that.
Because see, let me tell you something. Alicia was in a church.
She said
Mariah
she saw.
was in an arena.
She said she saw that casket and lost it. Baby.
Mariah had all the sound effects and all the speakers to work with her, and she didn't. No.
I'll be there.
So is Mariah still singing at Michael's funeral all these years later?
Who?
Mariah.
No.
Is she still singing at his funeral now?
Is she still singing?
Huh? No, I didn't know.
But shout out to Mariah, and Nick Cannon will be on Wendy Williams all day tomorrow.
Doing what?
Listen,
telling their business.
She said that he's gonna be in for the whole hour, and I'm gonna watch it.
Telling their business.
Yeah,
because I'm sure
she can ask him anything.
Yeah,
so it's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good. And who else I had in mind? The Atlanta Housewives reunion. This was good. This was really, really good. It was, I really felt bad for Sheree. I want to talk about her now. Get her out the way.
Yeah.
I felt bad for the whole situation. Her harboring it inside, keeping it away. It just had to eat away. But you said this been a secret for 10 years. And at the time, her children didn't know about it. Her mother didn't even know about it. Sheree, these are, and for women that's being bad, and if you just seen a picture of
Shekinah.
Yeah.
Shekinah, Tiny's friend.
So sorry. Yeah, she had posted a picture of her being battered, and she was crying, and It was just a horrible picture.
Did she have
and
somebody
like,
call
"Pray
police
for
in
me."
that picture? Oh no,
She's like, "Pray for me. This man just beat me up," and stuff like that. If you are in those situations, you have to get out of them. I don't know how. You have to talk. You just can't keep that inside that a man is doing these things to you, because it could be worse. It could be, you could just look at him the wrong way. You could say something wrong, and then he ends up taking your life because you decided to stay. I say get out those situations. And they talked about that also with Kenya and Matt. And she talking about he beat things up, but you could be next. And I think he was on steroids. That's why he was so upset about everything. And he reminded me of some of the people, never mind. But he just reminded me of some people I know that just get mad over dumb shit. Shit that's right, and they get upset. Kenya probably told him some good shit, and he got upset. And he's a child. And Kenya, you need to be with a man. You need somebody that's older, and you need to be with a man, not no child.
But these men want a bigger check.
Yeah, they want a bigger check.
She can't afford to pay for them.
Yeah, and mind you, she going to tell Andy, no, I did not pay for him to be on the show. As a reference to, did you pay for that guy, the light-skinned man, to be on there? I think Kenya probably did pay a couple people to be on the show with her for a storyline. Because she should have said, I didn't pay for any, I've never paid for anybody. Yeah.
They came in.
Yes.
But like
what she was, yeah, and I forgot their names.
Me too. She did too. She signed them checks as well.
And Candy and Phaedra.
Yeah.
I just don't know what to do with y'all two. I just want y'all to just fight and get it over with. Fight or fuck. One has got to give. It's one of them. Because y'all just doing a little bit too much. And Phaedra, if you saying that you never knew that boy at all, you was damn sure all up involved with him in that mess of him suing Candy. And if you did, and again, if you didn't know anything about him, maybe it's because your storyline was so boring that they just put that boy on you, and the producers is like, he's going to sue Candy, and that's how you got involved with the storyline, because you didn't have anything else going on, and so you need to be a part of somebody's drama somewhere, and this is where you fit in perfectly. But then you just lie so much, and Andy kept bringing up her lies, and I just, Phaedra, when is the real Phaedra going to show up? Because I don't think it's never going to be there. And if it's true that you're not coming back, you don't have to come back. I don't care if Phaedra don't come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She is doing nothing for me. Either she's married or she's divorced. Oh, I did get a divorce. Here goes the paper right here. And then Apollo contested divorce. And you're not really divorced. You're not really divorced, Phaedra. And just say that you're not divorced. Just because this paper say you're not divorced. And he's still taking you to court. And I don't know why he's still doing this, and he got a new girlfriend or a new fiance. But he wants more money. That's what it was.
He needs more money when he gets out of jail.
Yeah, he needs a house. He's not gonna have anything.
No.
But Apollo, you fucked your own self up doing this dumb shit. You got caught the first time, you got away with it. I mean, they let you go. But then you want to still do the same shit. And Phaedra, you trying to act like you so fucking hurt. That's the man with you lay with every month. You should be knowing where the fucking money is coming from and how the bill's getting paid. If it ain't just you paying him. He need to be working somewhere and doing something. Because you just had him around just because he looks good. And then you got children, but your children don't have a father. Come on, Phaedra. Like, you just getting on my nerve. Candy, I'm just tired of Candy. I love her, but I'm tired of her at the same fucking time.
She's very annoying.
Yeah, she's annoying. She cries over everything. Oh, you call me this. Oh, you call me that. Oh, God. I'm blue.
And why did she send Mary J. Blige to that office?
Me? She sent Mary J. Blige.
Didn't her mother...
The best.
I thought that's what
Oh, she gave me, yes, not going across it. Mary J. Blige. Mary J. In fact, that was a good thing they said. Maybe you should have your mom investigate when your restaurant's going to open.
Okay.
That was one of the best.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, no, we're opening this week. Well, that's what she should have been investigating. Why you ain't been open? She all up in my doctor's office or whoever office she was in with that scarf on and them dark sunglasses on and them kitten clogs on. Whatever else she had on.
And I was just trying to understand why is Kenya so invested in Phaedra's relationship, whether she's not married, divorced. It's just like
because Kenya
must
what's her name? Kenya. She's sending money on putting money on Apollo's books. That's why. And Apollo's telling her everything, and then she's taking it to the union.
And I can't believe it.
She was invested.
Yeah, and I mean she had facts.
Why do you care? Yeah. What are you talking to him? I mean, she was in it. She did have facts. That's because she's putting money on Apollo. You can't tell me she's not putting money on Apollo's books.
Yeah.
She's putting money on the books. He's gonna come out of jail. They're gonna fuck. That's gonna be something that nobody's gonna find out about because that's gonna be a whole thing. They're gonna fuck, and you know, or she might let people find out about it simply so she could throw it in her face and be like, "Well, you weren't with him anyway."
That would be horrible.
That would be a show. And then yeah, but Kenya Apollo's telling Kenya everything. That's why she knows everything.
Now let me ask you a question. Which one of the housewives want to sleep with Sheree's son? And I think it's going to be Portia.
What I just said in my head, bitch. Listen, no, bitch. You tried it.
He's on there too.
Don't play with me. Don't you play with me. I was gonna say Portia. I was gonna say Portia.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say
it. The way they was looking at that video.
Yes.
And the way they was looking at him, and then they was licking their lips and shit.
All of them. Who's that?
It must be somebody trying to give me some money. Because if it ain't, I ain't trying here.
Bitch, that Facebook post.
Yeah. Tried it. Don't put it on Facebook. I'm right here. Send it to my. But they won't. She tried. She tried it. And then say, I don't know. But
You should walk right up these steps. Excuse me. What did you say?
Because they the one told me. I was like, what? Hold up.
And then try to put mom. What do you think, mom? Baby! What's going on?
They got her for mixed shit. I mean, Shea Moisture.
Yeah, they did.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Break the doors out.
Yeah. She's going to be the new face of Shea Moisture.
K. Michelle and Lonnie Love got it in this week on Twitter. Now, last week on The Real, Angela Yee was on there. And Lonnie Love was being shady. She did one of your numbers, calling someone another name, but you know who the hell they was talking about.
When did I ever do that?
Bitch, you do it.
I called who another name?
No, I'm not. You know, not in a mean way, but in a joking way. She called K. Michelle, Mary J. Blige. Not Mary J. Blige. She said Keisha Cole.
Yeah, I knew what you mean.
You know,
Yeah.
She called
I did
Keisha
do
Cole.
that, don't I?
Yes.
I just did.
She was about to run your show.
Yeah. After she didn't want to interview with us.
Don't tell him that!
Well,
Tamar was over.
we all were. And Tamara and the other one, they were so nice.
Yes,
about
they
it,
were.
yeah. But she
And we
was
was
so
all talking about our signs.
She was so nasty, but nobody told me. Well, you can get out. We don't have to do you. Get out.
And then she was crying.
Yeah.
No, but that was a good reason why she was crying. She was talking about the Triiiiied Martin. It was the day after the Triiiiied Martin video.
He got killed after that? No.
No.
I was working in at Cooper, though.
Yeah, but we did the interview on a Sunday, remember? Because the verdict came out that Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
And she was just so upset. She was crying.
Okay.
And like, we're fine with the ladies of the real. Melania got, as soon as that hit tape said stop, she was gone.
She was gone. No, bye, how you doing? If you notice, that's why we had our pictures with her. Huh? No. She left.
So, but they got into it.
And she called K. Michelle what?
She called K. Michelle Keisha Cole.
Ooh.
So yeah, because you got into it with somebody at the radio station. What was it? Keisha Cole?
Who did she say that to? Angela. Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, she did. K. Michelle read her rights.
Yeah, she got her together. And you gonna sit here and laugh at me and we are women. This is not nothing you laugh about blah 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 blase. So
And said you got into it with Keisha Cole.
yes.
Ooh.
But they fell out. Everybody fell out.
Ooh.
So Keisha
Not
Cole,
what she was doing.
I mean K. Michelle, I wasn't trying to be smart. So K. Michelle went up there, went on Twitter, was calling her fat this, you ham, hot neck this, blah, 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 blah. And you know, because the real could use publicity, Lonnie Love was responding.
Could use the publicity. Okay.
So she just was like, well, come on the real and say it to my face. Come on the real. No, bitch, y'all, I don't want to go on that show. Y'all failing, all this. She was a little bit of Donald Trump. And she was like, and that's why Tamar don't fuck with y'all fake bitches and all this and that. And I was just trying to understand. Oh, now y'all cool now or something?
No.
So then,
no, but she just had to throw that out there.
Yeah.
She's not cool with Tamar, but she had to throw that dig in there. She had to throw that dig in there, throw Tamar in there, so then can have Lana react. Well, Tamar wasn't really second time anyway.
Yeah.
They had to start. She would have kept. Oh baby, you think that wouldn't that? But see, Lonnie didn't fall for that bait.
Yeah, no, but she
She
said,
didn't fall for that bait.
but now
Yeah.
that she's no longer here,
Yeah.
you could come on our show.
Okay.
So she was like, hashtag. So she wrote her back time like, yeah, you could call me all of them names, such and such, such, such. But the thing is, if you want to discuss it, come on my show. We could talk about it. But I just want to say this to K. Michelle. You could be upset with people, but you don't have to always call people names and call them out of their name. I just think that you are grown enough to know that you shouldn't have to do things like that. Now, if you see this video, I don't want you to be like, you fucking faggot bitch, and all of that.
Yeah, I don't think
You know, do you see what I'm saying? But that's how some people respond. Like, that's basically what you're doing. You're calling her fat. You're trying to lower her self-esteem.
Right.
I hope Lonnie loves herself. If Lonnie wanted to change, she would have been changed. Right. She's been big since she's been on the real. You know, I think some of her jokes are funny, but I like Lonnie for who she is, especially as a person. And you don't have to try to degrade somebody because of a joke. Just be like, bitch, that shit wasn't funny. I'm not Keisha Cole or something like that.
Or I wouldn't have even did that. I would have simply added Lonnie and I would have added her and simply said K. Michelle.
Yes.
And that would have been that. K. Michelle.
That's a good one.
And that would have been that.
Yeah.
And then Lonnie would have had no choice but to respond. And I think if she would have saw that, Lonnie probably would have responded positively, like, well, it was just a mistake, or probably would have laughed it off. And then K. Michelle probably would have laughed it off. But I agree with you. All the fat ham hocks, that's unnecessary. All you have to do is add her and say K. Michelle, and that's it.
And get it right or something.
Okay? Well, no, I don't even think get it right. Just say K. Michelle, and that's it.
Yeah, because I mean, it was
Let
just...
it go. Because this lady the other day at my church, she called me, she was saying, she's a sweet lady, this and that. Sometimes, but it irritates me sometimes. It does. It irritates me when people mess up my name. Because it's my name and I want you to get it right. Just like you want me to get yours right. I want you to get mine. Exactly. I want you to get mine right. So she's...
call you Brandon.
Yeah, well, certain people I give it past to. Because she's not all the way there. She's 2 steps short of a flight. And I said, well, she is. And I thought that was her sitting on steps when I came to the house too. But she's,
Is the sun coming on? That's starting to get hot. Go ahead.
So, she said, oh, Michael, come here. I need you to... I went over to her and I gave her a hug. And I said, it's Michael. Just like that.
Well, she's still going to call you Michael.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I got this one lady in my church. It doesn't matter how many times I correct her. I'm McGee.
McGee. Well, I'm going to use that one. McGee.
Hold on. I want to show you something real quick. I want to show you something real quick. I hope she answers. I hope she answers.
Hello?
Listen, really, really quick, okay? And I just want you to answer the question, and then we're going to hang up because I'm recording right now. But what is the name that Carol Paisley calls me at church?
McGee.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Yes, McGee.
McGee. And it's so funny because the people in the church be like, who's McGee? And she be like, right there. And she be there, and bless her heart, because she's not over there either. And I tell her, I said, Carol, my name's Mikkel. That's all right. And then the next Sunday, McGee, I got money for you.
No, that's right, Capricorn. But
yeah, well, hey, in the meantime, it's Mikkel, but give me the coins. That's what you need to have. That's my point.
Well, thank y'all for watching this latest video of the Scorpion Show. This weekend is Philly Black Gay Pride. I'm not sure if I'm going out to enjoy any of the festivities, but if I do, it won't be long. But I just want to say, if you do go out, y'all be safe and y'all be careful. If you find out you want to hook up, use a condom, okay? Ain't nothing like using a condom, because I be saying too many of y'all
ain't nothing
not
like the real thing, baby. No, wait, that's not the right song. That's not the right song for this.
No, it's not.
It's a song I can sing. Rap? No, they don't have a song.
I don't know, but
I don't know, but don't know. It is something like the real thing. It's called Your Life.
Yeah, save it.
Save it.
Save your life.
That was the wrong song choice.
Yeah, but it ain't nothing like the real thing.
Okay, well listen, I don't know nothing about
on.
that. Hey, listen, I don't know nothing about that. Don't get me about. Nah, I don't know anything about that. I just know something about the song.
All right, okay, y'all ain't trying to.
Okay, well listen, I'm gonna tell Carol next Sunday. Don't come to me again.
You better.
Again.
Y'all be good and y'all be safe. If you coming to Philly, I put some of the parties that's going on my Instagram. Check it out. There's a day party on Sunday at Woody's, and on Sunday there's a big block party, and then they got all kinds of nighttime events. This city is going to be popping, and The NFL draft is in town.
Oh, I don't want to talk about that.
And the parent
I don't
days.
want to talk about that because if you work on the other side of the parkway,
Because everything is shut down, right? And
let me
blocked
tell you
off.
something. It's horrible, and I hate the way they block off that parkway for stupid stuff like that because I think that's stupid. They could have took that shit to the damn stadium or to the arena. But why would you block off the parkway for that? And then it's
They wanna
during
be fancy.
it's during the week, so you got all this rush hour traffic. Like now, I have to go back down that way. It's going to take me forever now because if you think traffic is bad on a regular rush hour day, it's really bad now because you have to go through the park. It's
They're telling people to walk.
walk where? Not where I need to go.
I know you can't walk there. The sub won't work, don't it?
I'm not going nowhere. Where I'm going, there's no sub. I have to go far, and I don't need to be stuck in this traffic. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't make any sense.
Well, after Saturday, it'll be all over. No, because then they got to break
Well,
down
I'm
the
off
schedule.
on Friday, so what damn good is that going to do me? I could have did better by going the hell out there and catching some damn reap to give me a ride in the Uber or some shit, and wouldn't have to pay or wouldn't have to wait as long.
Well, you never know what football player could be.
But I
out
tell you
there.
one damn thing: they better pick a player tomorrow. Okay,
and a good
they better
player.
speed it the fuck up. Because I'm not here for all this hoop-de-hoo. Oh, I couldn't find a player. Because if that's the case, I'm going to go down to the Parkway and I'm going to draft a player myself. Okay. Well, listen. You taking it the wrong. I'm leaving because you're taking it the wrong way, bitch.
Good night, Sister McGee.
Okay. Now, wait a minute. This one, man.
Ooh.
She got a lot of shit.